Good morning. So we are on Monday the 8th and it's English. So we are this week looking at persuasive writing. So I'm just going to take you to the screen share and hopefully you'll be able to see all of that. So I'm going to start off on this page. Ooh. So today we're going to write for a range of purposes and identify persuasive language. So first of all, let me start off by sharing with you the persuasive writing PowerPoint. Now I'm going to put this on the Google Drive. Make me a bit bigger. Always the default is so small. So I'm going to put this on the Google Drive so you can look at it throughout the writing, so that we can go back and make sure everything's included that needs to be. Okay, so today's lesson is all about recognizing the main features of a persuasive letter. So I will be putting a letter on to the Google Drive as well, and that needs that can be printed off, or you can just discuss which parts are important. So if you don't have a printer, what you could do is have it on your device, and you could kind of talk it through with me on a video. You could say, right, this is the address, and go through it like that. Okay, so persuasive letter writing. There are important things to remember when writing a persuasive letter. So we all know what persuasion is. We've all tried it with our parents, I'm sure, certainly during lockdown. Oh, Mum, I need this. Dad, I'm desperate for this. It will change my life. You are often you persuade someone in order to get them to do something that you want to do, but they might not want to. Okay, so we are looking at persuasive letter writing as opposed to a persuasive conversation. So I suppose there's a lot less bleeding. So you have to lay out your letter properly. It's a really important skill, learning how to write letters, and it's a real life skill that we're learning. So you can see on screen there is a nice color-coded A4 sheet, and it corresponds this. So you write your address in one corner. You write the pink address who you're writing to. Now, what I would say is for any work you're going to be doing, please can you make up your address? It can be close to the one you have, but it needs to be different because GDPR, we don't want that on any work. So 123 Fake Street is wonderful, but we don't want your own address. So you write your address, and you write the address of who you're writing to. You write a greeting, like the recipient's name, dear Madame or Sir. We'll talk about that in a bit. Write the full date, that's underneath your address. Write about the topic and persuade your reader. Close your letter and write your full name. So you can see it becomes in a bit more detail. That's why I'm putting this PowerPoint onto the my Google Drive, which will link in the description on YouTube. Hopefully you're now used to that because I've been putting that on since Friday, any links. So you can see your house number, your street, your town, your country, and there's an example there. Well, please by all means use that example. Like I say, GDPR, please don't use your own address. You write the recipient's address. That's the recipient means who you're writing to. So, and that will become clearer in a minute. Write the date and dear. Now, dear is quite a formal. So if you don't know who the letter is addressed to, it begins with either Mr., Miss, Mrs., or Ms. and their surname and a comma. If you're just writing to a company, it will be Sir or Madam, but it needs to be quite formal because it is, after all, you're pleading for something. So, dear Sir or Madam, there you go. Introduce the topic you're writing about. This is really important, and we'll get to that. but we'll be able to look through the features of persuasive letters, and we can underline and pull out different features. So introduction to the topic is really important. Explaining in detail using words such as firstly, secondly, in my opinion, some believe that. Using statistics often helps. So using 9 out of 10 people are desperate for this really helps back up your argument. And for the purpose of this, we are going to be making up those statistics. Powerful verbs, argue why it's good or bad, and be enthusiastic with it. We really need to get behind it. We need to show our emotions through this letter in a positive way. Give reasons for and against, but weight it whichever way you prefer. Ask the recipient questions to get them thinking. That's called a rhetorical question. So it's like if I'd say, would you like to be quiet? The way I've said it, it's rhetorical. I don't expect you to say, yes, I would like to. I would just expect you to be quiet. So it's a rhetorical question. It requires no answer. Okay. And end with a summary of what you need. So I need you to do this, this, and this. And you recap in the bottom part of the paragraph. So you end with a summary. If you don't know who the letter is to, close the letter on the left-hand side with yours sincerely and your full name. And that's really important to be formal. Sorry, if you do know sincerely. If you don't know, it needs to be faithfully. Okay, but like I said, this is all in the PowerPoint, so you can come back to this at any point. Okay, so this is an example of persuasive letter. And you can see there are key features that are shown here. So first of all, you can label the addresses, the recipient's address, your address, the date, the salutation, so dear Mrs. Smith, the closing farewell, and then the argument. And you can underline things that are really important, like the time adverbials, so like firstly, secondly. You can underline the opinions, the questions, the rhetorical questions, like is that fair on me? All the features that you've learned about in this PowerPoint, you can then apply to these letters, and I will be saving these letters on the Google Drive. I'll be saving them in a folder that you can all access. Okay? So you can print one out, or you can just, like I say, do a film to camera and point out the features, but you might need to make notes so that you can remember your script. And remember, if you are filming and it doesn't go right, please just stop filming and restart. There's no, it's much better to restart than to publish something on portfolios that you're not 100% happy with. Okay, so we are going to be looking at where is it? Why can't I find it? Okay, so we're going to be looking at several letters which I'm going to be posting, and we can have a look at those, and we can print out one and pull out all the features, okay? And that's what we're planning on doing. So I've got one here that was entitled Dear Mr. Kane, and one here entitled Dear Sarah Madam. Okay, so that's today's work. We're going to be pulling out all the features that we've learned about in the PowerPoint. Again, as always, subscribe so that you are ready for the next lesson, which posts at 9 o'clock every day. And please like, subscribe, and post on portfolios as well, because I'd love to see what you're getting up to. Fantastic.